So when it comes to getting lean, it's very easy to get caught up in arguments about the best macronutrient ratio. Should you be doing fasting or not? What's the best form of cardio? Is it HIIT? Is it steady state? Should you do cardio at all? But what I've noticed, there's one much more important thing that most people ignore. And it's exactly this one thing that keeps most people stuck at an average physique level for years and sometimes even decades. And it's not really the amount of grams of carbs they're eating on their rest days or when they're breaking their fast or how many meals they have in a day. It's actually something that's much more important than that, and that's exactly what I want to address in this video. And based on my 10 years of experience, this is the difference between mediocre results and exceptional results, and I do believe that you deserve to know the truth, so let's dive right into it. First off, let's get the facts out there. The process of getting lean is relatively simple, and what I mean by that is that 90% of your fat loss comes down to these 7 fundamental things: calorie deficit, sufficient amount of protein, a healthy diet, being active outside of the gym, doing progressive resistance training, making sure you're getting enough sleep, and managing your stress. That is literally it. It's as simple as I can make it, plus also hitting the like button. But the problem is, it's not easy to do these fundamental things properly. And another issue is that it's not easy to do them at the same time in sync while the rest of their life is happening. And most importantly, it's not easy to do them consistently over a very long period of time. So you might be okay for a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months, but as you get to the goal, it gets harder and harder, plus motivation changes, life happens, things come up, you are starting to experience that it's much more difficult, it's much more uncomfortable to keep going. And this is where people eventually start dropping the ball with one or multiple of these fundamental things. For example, you've been doing a great job on the diet for a couple of months, and now in the afternoon you're starting to get a little bit hungry. You grab a protein bar, which works initially, but then one protein bar turns into 2 turns into 3, and then you're no longer in a calorie deficit. Weekend comes around, friends and family invite you to go eat out. You feel like you really earned to have that cheat meal, not to worry about it. You want to relax. You've done a great job so far, but then that cheat meal turns into a whole cheat day, that turns into a cheat weekend, and you just wipe out a lot of the progress you've had throughout that entire week. And as you progress through the diet, you might start off doing really well, but then habits end up degrading. It's easier to stay home at your computer or checking your phone instead of getting out there and doing your number of steps. Or you don't go to bed on time as you used to. Now suddenly you're staying up a little bit later, checking your favorite shows or whatever. Now you're sleep deprived, affecting your decisions throughout the day. Instead of dealing with the root cause of stress, now it's a couple of glasses of wine and some junk food, and that makes you feel better. And overall, it's not some kind of secret unknown factor that's holding you back from getting amazing results. It's really the fact that you're not executing the fundamentals as you used to, so you're not doing them properly, you're not doing them at the same time, and you're just not being consistent over a long period of time. And I made a lot of these mistakes myself. Nobody's perfect. At the end of the day, it's not a matter of if you're going to fall off track, it's just a matter of when. And a big part of this journey is that psychological battle between you and what you want and your quote-unquote lazy self, because we're all wired for that hyperbolic discounting bias where we value things that are in the immediate, give us rewards, such as a slice of pizza or staying up at night for another hour or so, versus our long-term goals of staying fit, healthy, and achieving all that other success. And this is what we're fighting. And at the end of the day, if you feel stuck right now and if you're in a plateau, you're not sure what to do, you really have 2 choices to make. Number 1, you can choose to ignore this information, you can choose to ignore what really matters and continue focusing on quick fixes or trying to find a new pre-workout supplement or arguing with people on the internet whether walking is considered cardio or not, or finding that 20th variation of the bicep curl that you want to do. Or number 2, you can choose to continuously recommit yourself to mastering the fundamentals, regardless of how uncomfortable that makes you feel or regardless how boring that is. Because success is boring, and people that have achieved exceptional results understand this. Not every activity has the same value. They're looking for leverage. They're not easily distracted by a million other things that don't matter. They understand that fundamentals deliver 90% results now and in the future, and they're focusing on mastering those. And if you're currently stuck, it's one of the fundamental things, because each one of them can be a bottleneck that causes disproportionately negative results. For example, you might not think it's a big deal, but you end up staying up for 1 hour. That now causes you a little bit of sleep deprivation. Next day, you're more stressed out, causing a little bit higher cravings. Diet starts falling apart. Now training is getting worse. Now career is also being affected because you're stressed out and less productive. And suddenly that one decision to stay up late for another hour caused such a huge negative ripple effect. So if you truly want to get amazing results, it's about dialing the entire system and viewing this as that holistic system that covers all areas, and then you're gonna get phenomenal results. And this is exactly what I do with my clients, is we focus on things that matter first, that we get those 90% results, and then we dial things and optimize that last 10%. And at the end of the day, the best plan is the one that allows you to be consistent with the fundamentals over a long period of time. And a version of that plan is also what's going to help you maintain that result and really make this into a lifestyle long term. So instead of wasting time on things that don't really matter, on the minutia, really start going back to the fundamentals, list them out, rate yourself. Where are you on each one of those? Do a bottleneck analysis, see what's actually holding you back, and then double down on that, master that, and you're gonna see some incredible results, because now your effort is going to be properly leveraged. And what's gonna help you create even more leverage is making sure you hit that subscribe button below and enable notifications by hitting the bell icon as well. Details for coaching, if you wanna work with me, are in the description below. Check that out. Also gonna leave a video here at the end that's gonna really help you on your journey. So check out that video, and I'm gonna see you right there.